Hey everybody, this is how I make stencils. First off, you need to get a cutting mat or some type of cardboard. Any cardboard would work for this. You'll need some type of paper. You can use file folder, cardstock. Regular printer paper will work too, but I like cardstock because it's a little bit thicker. You'll need an X-Acto knife, a pencil or pen. Markers are optional. Here's some examples of some stencils that I've made in the past. A lot of these ones are used with just very thin paper, but I've also used, for example, some very thin cardboard that was going to be thrown away. And then that Voodoo Glow Skulls stencil was one of the first ones that I made, and this is how it's holding up 9 years later after I made it. So it's still in pretty good condition, and I just used acrylic paint. So step 1 is to draw, print, or transfer your image. And if you're not sure how to transfer images, you can find a random image, whatever you want to do. You turn it around and then you just color on the back of the image. So I prefer to turn the pencil to the side. It makes it a lot faster. And then you flip it over onto a different sheet of paper and you trace over it. After you trace over it, the image should transfer to the other paper. Or you can draw your own image, or you could print one out, but in this case I'm going to just draw out something really simple, which is my last name, and then I use the marker to bold it out. And now I'm going to step 2 is to carve it. Make sure you're always using a cutting mat or a cutting board. I didn't have a cutting mat with me at this exact moment when I was filming, so I used cardboard. And then make sure that you always grab your blade and cut with the sharp side facing down, just like you would with a kitchen knife. Never have your finger in the path of your blade, because then you might accidentally cut something you didn't mean to. Always keep your hand behind your cutting path. So if you accidentally cut out like a centerpiece like I did here, because they're supposed to be connected so that way you can create the whole entire letter. So if you accidentally cut out pieces you didn't mean to, it is possible to freehand it if you feel like you can freehand it. Or you can just use a little piece of paper like I did here and then tape it back onto the stencil. So it might take a little bit of practice with using the X-Acto knife, but I'm pretty sure after a few tries you'll get the hang of it. When your stencil is ready to use, you can grab anything that you want to paint on. It could be a shirt, so you could create patches with it. It could be just a different sheet of paper that you want to make multiple copies of something. It could be grip tape on a skateboard, whatever you want it to be. You just paint right on top of it. In this video, I'm using acrylic paint. And then if you have any areas that look a little messy, you can go over and just touch it up. And that is how I make stencils. Hell yeah.